right, bro. So we know you from down south Miami.
Yeah.
So what was your relationship with Trick Daddy?
Yeah.
Was that like a goal of yours one day? Like one day I want to meet Trick, man.
Man, Trick, like, he like, in my eyes, he like bigger than Tupac to me. It's Trick Daddy then Tupac. In my eyes, because that's all we knew, like, growing up, you know what I'm saying? Man, I like, growed up on him. He raised me. He don't know he raised me, but he raised me, you know what I'm saying? He my favorite rapper. So, like, growing up, especially, like, me being somebody that's into music and wanted to rap, man, of course, like, I'm like, man, double, like, boy, I want to really fuck with him, you know what I'm saying? I do songs with him and just hang out with him, you know, I'm content with that, you feel me? So it's like was a dream come true for him to embrace like my movement, you know what I'm saying, and what I've got going on, like it was crazy, you know?
Yeah, so he kind of just basically co-signed your music and said that you was the hottest thing coming out. Cause I seen that you started calling yourself T-Double Junior.
Yeah. Cause I feel like I'm cut from that cloth, like, you know, he raised me, like I say, so, you know what I'm saying, with the music, man, you know, he like my old boy, you know what I'm saying, like, everything I know, like, comes from him, you know what I'm saying, like, as far as, like, how to put on that level, you know what I'm saying, how to be on the big stage and the big platform and never forget where you came from. You look at so many niggas with a career as long as his been, they done switched it up so many times, you know what I'm saying, but with him, from the time he came in until now, like, it's been the same shit, boy. Dade County, 305, you know what I'm saying? And he represent from Florida City to Cara City, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody, you feel me? He represented, man, some of the biggest songs, like, man, he jumping on with niggas and, you know what I'm saying? He jumping on shit with Cuckoo Kyle and Memphis Bleak and, you know what I'm saying? He representing, screaming that Dade County shit, like, to the door, you know what I'm saying? And he represented, he the only nigga who I knew, I was able to turn on the TV and see him on BT, turn on the radio, hear him on 99 Jams, then go to Walmart and see him shopping with full snaps and shit, you know what I'm saying? He the only nigga I knew, you know what I'm saying, that was on that level that kept it that real, you know what I'm saying? And he was in these hole-in-the-wall spots, like he gave us like hope, you know what I'm saying? Because we see him on this big stage and be able to see him in our hoods on Christmas giving away bikes, you know what I'm saying? Giving with his Trick Love the Kids Foundation, like he gave back to the hood, you know what I'm saying? Man, niggas, man, coming out the corner store and he giving niggas $20, $5, giving these jits, you know what I'm saying, money for good grades or just buying a nigga a snack, you know what I'm saying, a damn Swiss roll out the store. He was doing that, you know what I'm saying? So, man, that's why I want to be what he was, you know what I'm saying? I want to mean to somebody what he meant to me, you know what I'm saying?
And one thing that Trick never gets enough credit for, like, you know, I kind of grew up on his music like you did, right?
Yeah.
So if you look at his songs, there's always like 5 local Miami rappers on all his songs. Like, I think the first 2 albums are the only albums where he's rapping the majority of the time. After that, it's like,
yeah, he put niggas, he getting niggas that look, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, he put it on. Man, I don't know nobody that put it on the way he did.
And he gave it to him so much to the point that a lot of people thought he must own Slip and Slide.
Yeah.
So many people.
Man, that nigga was putting on for real on the big stage, like not just, you know what I'm saying, taking niggas to an open mic or, nah, he on the big stage, like putting on, representing. You know what I'm saying? Even to the point where, man, I was just watching Memphis Bleak. I watch interviews all day. I watching them interview with Memphis Bleak on the Breakfast Club, man, and Memphis Bleak, I don't know how true it is, you know what I'm saying, but Memphis Bleak say, man, he the one who put Jay-Z up on Rick Ross. And he say he knew about Rick Ross because he came down here in the studio with Trick. And Rick Ross is there, you know what I'm saying? So in so many ways, you know what I'm saying, Trick responsible for that, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, Trick is like that nigga, man, you know what I'm saying? Can't nobody pay me to believe or say nothing else, you know what I'm saying?
So one of the arguments like that I have with a lot of people is that a lot of people will name Jay-Z they top.
Yeah.
And I always thought that was weird because I'm like, if you ain't even gotta be from Miami. If you from, I say like, you know, Orlando on down. Like I never turned on the radio and heard Jay-Z.
For
never
real.
went to the club.
You know, we grew up in that era where the internet, it wasn't really internet like that, so we ain't had the opportunity to listen to what they would listen to up north and in the West Coast. Whatever. We only heard what was in our neighborhood and on our local radio, and he wasn't in rotation like that when we was coming up, you know what I'm saying? But Jay-Z is the politically correct answer when you talk about your top 5, you know what I'm saying? That's why niggas trained to say that, you know what I'm saying? But, man, Trick Daddy, my number 1, you know what I'm saying? Like, over everything, you feel me? I still to this day listen to the Thug Holidays and Back by Thug the Man and www.thug.com, and I still get game, you know what I'm saying? Cause even back then, he got that type of music to what, man, we listen to it as kids and we singing along to it and don't know what we were saying back then. And we go back and listen to it now, like, damn, boy, that boy was like really like giving niggas game, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, dope, man. You know, that's my mentor, man. That's my homie there, man.
So out of all those albums you just named, what would be your top Trick album?
Really, like, I'ma say that Thug Holiday, like, was one of my favorite, like, albums, cause that's like, you know, that's when I was really thought I was gangster then, you know what I'm saying? Boy, nigga couldn't tell me nothing. I thought I was thugging. You know, I was in middle school when that shit dropped. You know, I was like 7th grade. But that when I started illing, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, I'm motherfucking fighting every day, you know what I'm saying? And like, man, that motherfucking Thug Holiday was my goddamn soundtrack to, you feel me? To, boy, being a badass, boy. That was a motherfucking Trick running around, you know what I'm saying? We were doing features like crazy, and he had that record with Yin Yang Twins. And boy, I used to start fights with that boy. Nigga don't like, man, ask that pussy ass nigga why he looking at a nigga like he wanna run one with me. I got my big gun where I used to be talking shit, boy, little ass, fat ass boy, man. I'm about to get my ass beat up. So they must know, you know what I'm saying? Boy, that the holiday season, though, that shit, yeah, that was that vibe right there. I kinda like appreciate the older CDs now, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, now I understand more what he was talking about, the game he was giving. Now I understand it, but that Thug Holiday, boy, I got it then.
Cause one thing I would say from listening to that old music is that you can hear that the fact that they don't have computers, so everything is harder. Like I be listening to NWA now, and I gotta give Dre top producer of all time, cause that nigga is doing shit with turntables that niggas is doing with computers. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of make your focus a little different. You know, when you can't rap about the latest news shit, cause everybody don't know the latest news shit. You can only rap about your, you know,
what you see every day.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's what made you so impactful to the community and to the inner cities and to the niggas who growing up like how you growed up, because you talking about what we just did yesterday. You talking about what we seeing every day, you know what I'm saying? So niggas always gonna fuck with you, man. And it was like back then, they took pride in being different. Like, oh, this nigga doing this. Okay, nigga, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna fuck him up, nigga. I'm gonna come do this. And not like, oh, this working. Okay, I'm finna do this because it's working. That's what niggas doing now. Back then, it was like, man, niggas wanting to be different. They wanting to stand out. You know what I'm saying? Them beats was so crazy.
Right,
like,
you know who I'm pretty sure doesn't get enough credit? Funk Boogie.
Yeah.
Like, nobody don't never ever say his name.
He made some shit, too, boy. I'm talking about, man, that whole Slip and Slide era was, like,
ridiculous.
Big. That was crazy, boy. That was crazy, man. They need to, like, bring that back.